Jenny was talking about the story of Jairus going to get his blessing for his daughter, and Jesus had a detour moment. And Jairus was like, "What's up with that? Like, God, I was expecting, I had this expectation from you." This is what I wrote. Okay. God is the author. He gets to decide what is a happy ending. Okay, the lady who bled seemed an interruption for Jairus and his girl. God's capacity has room for many more than we imagine. And as Katrina was just talking about Habakkuk, and he's like, "God, what's the deal? What's going on?" And he wanted God to answer a certain way. And God said, "I need to take a detour." I don't know if you read the Bible and the introductions to each of the books, and it tells when the stories were written. Habakkuk is a shorter prophet, so his story it shows up later in the Old Testament. But his story actually takes place before the Babylonian exile, because God did say the Babylonians are going to come in, and they're going to do their violent thing. They're going to tear things down. People get sent into exile in Babylon. If God answered Habakkuk's prayer the way he wanted it, we would not hear the story of Daniel. We would not hear the story of the lions whose mouth was closed. We would not hear the story of the 3 Hebrew children who God showed up in the fire for them. We would not hear the story of the Persians and Esther. We would not be talking about how she was raised up for such a time as this if God had answered Habakkuk's prayer the way he wanted it. God took a detour to reach Gentiles, to make his name known, make his name great around the world, and it spread around the world, and God's fame was just spread around the world, and it didn't just stay in Israel. And so we get so many more stories. So I don't know if your story, if you're like, "God, I asked you to meet this need this way," and he's like, "I'm sending you to the hospital because there's people who need to know me over there. And I'm sending you this way. I'm sending you to the prisons. I'm sending you over here. I'm going to answer I'm the author of this story. I get to decide what a happy ending is. And it's not what you think, but it's not over yet."